Hey guys, it's Galen Cruises, back with you again. So we're on Symphony of the Seas still today. This is day, I don't know, 42 or something of my 8-day cruise. And right now, we're gonna check out Central Park here on Symphony of the Seas. So this area is actually a full, living, breathing park, if you can believe it. All of these plants, flowers, trees that you're seeing right now are 100% real. They're growing, they're alive, they're planted in soil. And they have a team of gardeners who have to take care of this place all the time while at sea. I think that's just absolutely incredible. I just took a tour of the place right now, and the amount of effort, engineering, knowledge, troubleshooting, innovation that had to be put into this, it just blows my mind. So let me show you just a bit of it. We'll take you on a tour. This is, I think it's like 11 o'clock in the morning right now. And so you'll get a feel of what it is like as far as busyness and as far as sound on a typical sea day at 11 a.m. So right now we're just off the north coast of Cuba. We're sailing back to Fort Lauderdale. And this is interesting. I found out about these, that these are actually smoke vents. So if there ever happens to be a fire on the promenade, which is directly below us, because that's an enclosed space, these would actually suck up the smoke and, throw the smoke up out so that, the people down there are not going to like asphyxiate and die. But what they've done is they've covered them in these beautiful sort of floral patterns, so you don't notice them. They just sort of blend in and become sort of part of the art and the aesthetic. So when you're here in Central Park, I keep wanting to call it Park Place because this place has a boardwalk, and so I keep calling this Park Place. So if I keep doing that, just ignore me. It's Central Park. So when you're here, you can go to Vintages, which is a fully stocked wine bar. I honestly, personally have never gone in here because, as I said before, I'm not an imbiber of the alcohol. But I think what I've heard is it's an incredible meeting place. It's really inviting. It's got various like self-led groups for passengers, and it's open late, obviously, and it's a great place to hang out. So as you continue through here, you've got this amazing open seating area where people like to hang out. Check this out, Jamie's Italian. So this is a full Italian restaurant inspired by Jamie Oliver. I also have not dined there because, again, I'm a cheapskate. And it's one of those restaurants where you have to pay. If you want to eat there, pay extra. And, I haven't really done that, but... So these cool things are the skylights. They're sort of like boat ship inspired, and they allow light to flood down into the promenade to keep that promenade space feeling like it's open air when it's not. But let me see if I can give you a little view down and you can maybe see that that is the promenade down there. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay, sorry. Oops. But anyways, back to Jamie's. I've heard the food is fairly good there, but again, I can't give you my opinion. But what I can give you my opinion of is the free included restaurant Park Cafe. So this place offers breakfast and lunch options. It's not usually open for dinner, but it's got all kinds of food. Let's go in and check it out. Hello. Good, how are you? They're so friendly here. I love it. So right now they still have like the breakfast menu up. So as you can see, they're just sort of shutting it down now to convert to lunch. But there was breakfast burritos, wraps, sandwiches. They had a little bagel bar over here that was really cool. And you can get coffee, tea, juices. You can hang out inside where it's nice and cool in this sort of seating arrangement here. Or you can go back outside al fresco and dine out here. Let me give you another view. It's a little busy still. Breakfast wrapping up. But as you can see, there's all this seating out here. Now often, in these areas at night, they have live music. So we watched a, well, I gotta go around this way. We watched a jazz quartet last night. They were incredible. We watched a horn 5-piece a couple of nights ago. Sometimes they've got like soothing guitar music. That's incredible. I mean, the quality of the entertainment on this ship is unbelievable. Seriously. I can't say enough about the incredible professionals that this ship gets to do the entertainment, the musicians, the singers, the dancers, the acrobats, the actors, the people who host the trivia. They're fun. They're incredibly talented. Just so quick with a joke. And this stuff goes on all day, every day. You literally can, and I have, go from event to event to event, you know, like, I'm going to take in a show, a Broadway show. Next thing I know, I'm watching people high diving off of a literal, like, 100-foot high wire. I don't know. I can't do distances. I don't know how high it was, but it was extraordinarily high. And it blows my mind. I mean, you almost feel by the end of your time on this ship, like the shows, the talent, the artistry was worth your price of admission there alone. Because these people are just world class, and I can't say enough. But anyway, check out this guy. So there's 3 of these around the ship. So the ship has got all kinds of art installations everywhere, and this is one of them. There's 3 of these statues. This guy's just overlooking the promenade. So there you go. You should be able to see the promenade down there. They're getting ready for a parade. It's our last day on the cruise today, so there's going to be a big parade. The parade, I went to the parade, like, there was one of them 3 or 4 days ago, and I thought, you know, this is for the kids. This is going to be... It was actually so much fun. Honestly, I had a great time at the parade even. So, because again, I mean, these people are just fantastic artists. And, you know, they know how to put on a show. Let me tell you. Oh, and the technical people, like the lighting and the stage management and the coordinators for the acrobats, the coordinators for the dancers. It's incredible. It blows my mind. I can't say enough about it. But anyway, back to Central Park. So this area is like this beautifully trellised area, and I learned on my tour today that various conditions. There was the ship was at sea for a few weeks in high winds, and this poor plant along this trellis just got ripped of all of its leaves. So things like that happen, and they've got to manage that. They've got to figure out how to deal with that, and they did. And the leaves are starting to come back, and it looks amazing. And it's such a magical place to walk through. I have a night walkthrough video as well that you can check out, so you can see just what an incredibly magical space this is at night. So what they're doing, you might hear some birds chirping. Maybe if I would shut the up, you might be able to hear that. Yeah, okay, there was one. You probably have heard it. So they're actually piping in the sound of pre-recorded birds while you're in here all day long, so that it feels like a real living, breathing space, which it is for the plants. And there actually is a living bird here. He comes in when they're at port, I guess in Florida, and hangs out. And he's been with us the whole cruise, just a little tiny thing. But I heard a story about an owl that actually got onto the ship and lived in this park for a few weeks because they couldn't quite get him out. But he now has been wrangled, and he's living in a wildlife bird sanctuary. But again, look at this incredible trellis that leads you right to the Trellis Bar. Aptly named. It's not open right now, but it's usually open afternoon and evenings. And just imagine pulling up here, getting yourself a drink, and enjoying this magical paradise. So now here's an interesting thing that they do here in the Central Park is they have a whole wall of plants, because all of these plants are just not enough. All of these trees and plants. Apparently there's tens of thousands of plants, or 10,000 plants or something like that, in 1,000 different planters. That's not enough. Come on. Give me a whole wall of plants too, like please. And don't just give me one wall of plants. I want 2 walls of plants. Because one wall of plants in a garden full of thousands of plants would be disgusting. It would be not worthy of me. The only thing worthy of me, and you, 2 walls of plants. And that's, you get it. You get it on Symphony. And you also get this incredible globe.
Yeah, but it's only 10.
Look at this thing. It just livens up the mood. Just fun. Let's keep walking. What have we seen so far? I've shown you Jamie's. I've shown you Park Cafe. I've shown you Trellis Bar. Let's move over here because there's a few more options over here. First of all, you've got the Rising Tide Bar over here. And this thing's pretty cool. I rode it yesterday. It actually takes you up from the promenade down there, and you can see it, those chairs and tables down there, and that gentleman who's operating the bar down there. You can get on down there, and then it's about a 5 to 10 minute ride. This thing just comes right up, and lands here. And then it'll go back down again. And it's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. It's an incredible feat of engineering to put this on a ship. Remember, this is a cruise ship. This is a floating vessel that goes across oceans. And they figured out how to engineer this incredible marvel just for your delight. So there you go. You can, this one's not going to be coming till, not going to be departing till 4 p.m. Interesting. So it doesn't run all day, but when it's running, you should get on that because it's just a fun thing. You can say, hey, I did it. They literally put this thing here so you can say, I did that on my trip, and just wow everybody who is back home listening to your adventures, because it will. So this venue, again, is a pay extra venue, which means, as you could guess by now, I have not tried it. But it is called Chops Grill. Chops Grill. And it's a fancy place to get steaks and surf and turf, maybe. Let's check out what's on the menu today at Chops. Why not? Let's have a look. Because that's what you do. When you're on a cruise ship, you just look at menus and think, do I want to eat that? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, they got shrimp cocktail. I am not a seafood fan, but I bet that'd be good. Wild mushroom soup. I'm not a mushroom fan, but I bet that'd be good. Ooh, more seafood. So yeah, that is Chops Grill right here, and you can sit outside. Check this amazing outdoor seating area they've got. Absolutely beautiful. Imagine looking out at these beautiful plants in the evening. You're listening to some soft Latin guitar music playing over there live, and you're just eating a fancy steak meal in this paradise. That could be you. It's not going to be me because they charge me extra, and you know, but it could be you, and it should be you. Please make it you. Come on over, let me show you something else. So over here, this place is called 150 Central Park. And this is even more slightly upscale food from my understanding. It is a pay extra restaurant. It is not included with your cruise fare, but it would be included with an extended dining package if you wish to pay for that. And I've heard the food in here is excellent. But I have not personally tried it. Again, in keeping with the fact that I'm a complete henchman. And I understand, hey, some people are not and some people are, and I accept who I am and I accept who you are. And you should accept who you are too. But here's another little interesting thing that you may want to take note of on the ship, is there are hand washing stations everywhere. Because Royal Caribbean is taking seriously the threats of viruses, bacterias, infections. What with us being in the post-COVID world, they're continuing to have these incredible hand washing stations everywhere, and I really appreciate them. I think they're really cool. They're really nice. It's got like this here, look. Look at this, not nice. It's classy. It's a touch of class and a touch of safety when you're dining at sea, and I appreciate it. So there are also some shopping options here in Central Park that I feel like I haven't shown you. I guess they're back this way. So we're heading towards the front of the ship now, the forward, as they call it. And if you're an old sea dog like I am now at this point, you know to call this, we're heading forward on the ship. I'm not a sea dog. I still don't, I'm still so confused. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Let's head over here and check out the shopping options, and then I'm going to let you go. But, you know, this is about how much time it takes to walk from one end of the park to the other. And as you can see, it's still quite busy here. I mean, we're in between lunch and breakfast, but, well, places still happen. There's still some life in the old park right now. Even though a lot of people would be up on the pool decks probably by now because it's a hot, sunny day in February. Because, I mean, isn't that what February is all about? Hot, sunny days? It is now. That's the life I live now. For now, till I go home. In 2 days. I mean, actually tomorrow. I'm going home tomorrow. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez, it snowed. Guys, it snowed at home. A lot. Just yesterday. And it's only middle of February, and I live in Canada. And oh God, you gotta pray for me, guys. Because I'm going home tomorrow. I have to leave this place. And I have to get buried under a mound of snow. A mountain, just a giant mountain. For probably the next 4, 5, 6 months or something, because I live in Canada. Anyway, so the shopping options here on the ship. In Central Park, just as you come in, you can go to Vulgari. I think the V is supposed to be pronounced like a U. And because they use a V instead of a U, that means you know. It is fancy. But they sell all kinds of really cool jewelry in here. And as you can guess, since I'm not even willing to pay for a pop package, I'm not going in there. But hey, if you're going in there, you're gonna find all kinds of great deals from what I understand, because on the ship, there are no taxes while you're at sea because we're not beholden to any particular government while we're on the open ocean. So pretty much everything you purchase extra on the ship is tax-free. And that's pretty incredible. Plus, I believe most of it is duty-free. And so that could save you a lot of money. So you may actually be able to find some pretty good deals, depending on what time you come, because there's sales at certain times. And so if you're a big shopper, you're going to have a great time. I mean, you already saw the promenade, all sorts of shopping options there. And then, you know, you've got, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I went past the galley and I just gave up. But there's more. Come around. There's Cartier. Hello. And there's also another place that, I don't know, you probably know how to pronounce this. Because, you know, I'm just going to call it Hublot, and you're gonna hate me for doing that. Maybe Hublot? Le Hublot. So it's here. If you want to go shopping, you are not going to be disappointed on the Symphony of the Seas. So I'm going to leave you with this incredible sculpture that's over here, and I hope you've enjoyed my particular ramblings as I completely destroyed your enjoyment of the Central Park atmosphere by never shutting up. But check this puppy out. Look at this guy. I just love this guy. He's great. That's a beautiful sculpture. And we'll see you in the next one. Toodles.